I think it's time for some positive comments, don't you think? Actually, these are going to be some comments and questions that I've received fairly recently. So I thought it would be a good idea to take a look at some of them and just talk about them. Now, the first one comes from Spider Sloth 56, and this came 2 days ago. It really bothers me you don't get as much attention as other YouTubers. Your contents are as good as big YouTube with million subs. Hope you don't lose hope. We'll definitely support you. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate the support. Now, I have talked about this before. I do know why I don't get a lot of views on Let's Plays, and that, in short, is because most of my subscribers are here for tutorials, or not here, but on my main channel are there for tutorials. And so my tutorials get tens or hundreds of thousands of views. And then I've got my Let's Plays, which get a few hundred, and depending on what's in it, maybe a couple thousand, 3,000, 4,000, something like that. Now, as I have mentioned before, this is because of two things. Of course, because number one, I have done mostly tutorials, especially in the last 3 years. I have dropped off on my consistency with Let's Plays, and that has hurt things. And this is something that I'm going to be working on in 2025. I'm going to be very seriously concentrating on Let's Plays and being very consistent. And I think it's going to make an impact, but it, of course, remains to be seen. Now, Let's Plays are also not the most popular kind of content. Everyone's looking at like movies or even modded Minecraft or 100-day videos. I am going to actually be doing 100-day videos. And this is going to be a series. And it's also a bit of an experiment. So I will have very strict rules about it, meaning I'm going to be doing 100 days in Minecraft Hardcore in single biome worlds. And I cannot go to the Nether or the End and take advantage of whatever I can find there. So in the Nether, of course, if you're in a world that has no trees, well, going into the Nether, you have access to trees. Well, I'm not going to have that luxury. I'm also going to have no luxury like potions. Nope. And the End, you know what? I don't really care. I'm not the kind of person who's always needing to beat the dragon. The dragon is it's a stepping stone towards getting Elytra, and that's all. For me, that's all it is. I am not one of those players who plays to beat the dragon. I play to build stuff. That's what's important to me, and that's what I plan on doing. And we'll see if my channel gets more attention because of those videos. So who knows? But I definitely do thank you for your support. And, I should have mentioned one other thing. I went through a period of burnout, which is partially why it kind of hurt my channel for that. Although tutorials kept on going. So yeah, there's that. Now, the next one, this one, I even have this in my my Twitter bio. It's kind of silly, but kind of appropriate, I guess you could say. So this person says, this is Alexander Nikolov. This guy is better than 99% of ASMR channels. I guess it's because of my voice. Funny thing is, I hear this about once a month. someone comments, even on my tutorial, saying this is like ASMR. My Chill Minecraft videos are actually made to be like that. I am intentionally doing those videos to be like ASMR, except I don't have the high quality microphone that's required for ASMR. I mean, ASMR is like some crazy, like, I don't know. I find it a little crazy how everything is directional and the sounds just so it sounds so, I don't know. It kind of gives you chills, you know? That's what I think. But also, even way back in the early 2000s, I was working in a call center. I was talking on the phone with people, and people would say, you should be in radio. You have a radio voice. And I was like, okay, thank you. I also worked with someone who very similarly had a radio voice. He sounded like he should be in radio. It was just perfect for it. But I never went into radio, but I did go into podcasting. So I do have a podcast on my main channel. I do need to do some more. I plan on approaching some bigger channels this year and asking them if they would like to be in the podcast. I also need to start putting the podcast on other platforms. YouTube is not the best place to grow a podcast. The best places to do it, I think, are on Apple and Spotify. I need to get it on there. And the thing is, these are all recorded in video, so I need to separate the audio from the video. How do I do that? I think I do with Audacity. I'm going to have to figure it out. I haven't really looked at it so much, but we will see. But yeah, I'm hoping to get to work on that as soon as possible. Next up, someone had a comment on my Pale Garden video, and this is from Patrick Andringa. It would be more fun if they made the Pale Garden in the way the ancient city was made, meaning there will be no hostile mobs except for the creaking. And to balance it out, they could up the damage from the creaking a bit. This makes it more creepy, as you see no sign of life in the Pale Garden this way, and the creaking would be more creepy. You know, I kind of agree. At first, that is what I thought it was. I thought that the creaking was the only thing in the Pale Garden, and we didn't get anything else. And I thought, that's perfect. This just makes it so creepy. And the only thing you see walking around is the creaking. And it just would just keep you on edge, you know? And if it was stronger, I thought it was going to be stronger. They deal very little damage. But one thing is, the creaking is, the way it is made, you can use it for farming resin quite easily. It's not that difficult. But yeah, I agree. I think it would have been more interesting if the creaking were by itself, just like the warden is, you know? It just seemed perfect, like very Halloween-like, I guess, if you want to say that. And it happened again from Big EMU1. Are you the lockpicking lawyer? Similarity in your voice is uncanny. And they even said, I think, was it this person or is it another person? I need to see. Oh, yes. This is a follow-up. Well, I replied, this isn't the first time I've heard this. I've watched a couple of his videos, but I'm so familiar with my own voice. It sounds very different to me. I can hear the resemblance somewhat, but not really. But Big EMU came back and said he is slightly higher pitched, but can chalk that up to delivery. The cadence, regional dialect, y'all sound like brothers. And I don't say y'all, that's how it was written. So I had to look up where a lockpicking lawyer is from. and he's from Washington, D.C. I'm from Western Canada, and I'm not sure. Maybe we just sound like we have fairly standard North American accents. I don't know. I've had people tell me, you sound Canadian. But someone from Washington, D.C., I don't think they would sound Canadian. If I were to listen to people who sound Canadian, they would most likely be from like Minnesota or Wisconsin. Although people from Wisconsin, I think, have, I guess I would say, a stereotypical but exaggerated Canadian accent. That's what Wisconsin sounds like me. Wow, I missed a word. Sounds like to me. But you let me know. What do you think? So I did a poll on my main channel asking, what do you think the Nitwit Villager's actual job is? So, number one result, 52%, was a freeloader. Then 24% was the village drunk. 19% was a mayor or politician. And then other at 5%. So there are some comments I just wanted to take a look at because I don't know. I just thought this was a funny little topic to talk about. So looking at the comments here, whoa, whoops, let me get out of here. I'm not even watching where I'm going. I'm reading the comments. So Fairy Carey says, it's always been my theory that they are meant to be unbiased council people of their various villages. LOL. I had a series based on that principle that never went anywhere. That is, that's kind of my thought, yeah. Curentus V says, breeding. You can always pluck out a nitwit for a breeder farm without affecting a village. Which is quite true. And then Mario Papalardo says, stoner. Okay. And random guy says, probably a weird artist. Right, so very interesting. Now it says that there were 6 comments here, but I can only see... Oh, wait a minute. I think it's because it'll only... I don't know. It's not showing me everything. But anyways. Yeah, those are the interesting things here, and I have no clue what the heck this is. This is such a weird block. Oh. Strange. Okay. Looking at comments from this channel, Kev Trevtuff says, when are you going to fight the dragon, wither, and loot an ancient city? I want to see you do that. So, depending on which series it is, for Labyrinthum, I do plan on fighting the dragon as soon as possible, because I would like to get Elytra and Shulker boxes, as especially useful for me being able to get around quickly and not having to take a boat all the way across the lake and take several minutes just to get wood. I am trying to work on this world like I'm trying to build things up, trying to build a lot, and to make things more efficient, I want to be able to fly around to each of the locations. Especially considering I'm building on top of a cliff. You know how hard it is to keep going up the hill to get up there? I want Elytra. I absolutely want Elytra. As for the wither, I would like to have a beacon, so I'm probably going to get a wither, fight a wither after I've defeated the dragon. That is going to happen who knows when. I'm not sure. As far as wardens, I'm not so bothered about fighting the warden right now in Labyrinthum. But for chill Minecraft, I will eventually have to fight the dragon because I'm going to be building things in the end, because I need to go to all of the end biomes and build starter houses there. Who build starter houses in the end? But I'm going to. The wither is unnecessary, and the warden is also unnecessary. I don't need to be in an ancient city to build in the deep dark. So for chill Minecraft, I really want to keep combat to a minimum because I'm focusing on building starter houses, right? So yeah, there is that. Got comments? I love comments. I would love to see some more. What do you think about what I said in this video? Let me know in the comments below. If you like videos like this and would like to see some more, then please consider subscribing to this channel as well as my main one. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.